some football at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills.
Bills Mafia! Please welcome your Buffalo Bills! Jake Elliott
is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Western New York. On the return, here's Ray Davis. This makes it up to the 25.
Bills take over first
So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
25-yard line.
He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Oh, loses it. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Allen setting up play action. Brought in right side by Kincaid. Now the small gain up to about the 32. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
Brings up 3rd
Kate, if
down.
you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. So 1st down from the 41. Allen on the play action. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That 1st down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's 2nd down.
Brings up
That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to the air. Allen. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Oh, loses it! And the Eagles get to it! Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
All set to go now from the 35. They run it with Saquon Barkley. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They go to Barkley again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Called in by Goddard, left side. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The ref saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you
Jake
do
Elliott
cover it
on
up,
for the point
you got
after.
guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
The
And
kick
after
is
added
good.
on by Elliott.
Makes
And the
score
Eagles will jump out to a
7,
7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to
Elliott's
kick
all
off
set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Ty Johnson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard
The
line.
Bills take over first and
Hold
10.
on a sec.
At
We've
their
got
own
Eagle hurting pretty
26-yard
good out
line.
there, and they're going to head out to look at him. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Play action now. Allen. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. Pass the line. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Birds got to it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football. Wow, oh, wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
First and 10 from the 43. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's out in the clear. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he comes up after a nice gain right near that marker. Gonna need a little bit more now on 3rd down. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Motion man left is Brown. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing here, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good effort, but now they've got a choice to make on 4th down.
4th and goal.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Johnson now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that in the first down play.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They kick the running back in motion. Allen on third down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on third down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
In the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He lofts it deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds.
The Bills set to take over
offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now design run. It's Allen. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Allen. This finds Cooks, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw now, Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Khalil Shakir.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Mitch
Wisnowski on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. We put a receiver in motion left. Hurts on 1st down. Completed over the middle. We'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. They give up the gun to Bigsby. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know how to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt.
The Bills take over.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And come off 3 and out, Brock. They really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Allen to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Number 5, Josh Palmer. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Allen looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Dalton Kincaid.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Mitch
The Bills with a punt
Wisnowski
team out
in punt
there.
formation.
Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the
block in
offense.
the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Now Hurts. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they will take over with a 1st and goal after the fumble. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. They're going to throw now, following the turnover to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a James Cook touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bigsby. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's good. For Eagles.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
Intended for Tank Bigsby.
That's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
7 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on a quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort. So no gain on 1st down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Hurts. Jump off caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly. Shut down behind the line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Bills bringing an extra DB out. Third down. Third and long for him here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's plays like that, get right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Great man on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Cook trying to run up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles are stopped a little inside the 30.
Well, the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such, well, just such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so it's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
He's forced out of
I know
bounds
it's tough to
behind the line of
evaluate when you're
scrimmage.
playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they're going with Dillon. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from 48 on the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. Now hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Zach Bond with the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. This is Cook on the handoff. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain. But was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. And it's got to come back. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now Allen on the move past the 40. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Allen setting up to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marcus Epps. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Let's get it out wide, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running up the middle, Dillon. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. We've set it down from 37. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. Hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun give down to Dillon. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They've got first down here from the 36. A play fake now hurts the throw. Big trouble now and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way.
Jalen Hurts sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Running out of the pistol, it's Dillon. A lot of space ahead. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hurts now from the gun. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. They're running the option. Loses it again. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here. Hurts setting up to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles.
A 20-yard
Only a
attempt.
20-yarder here. Elliott connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Eagles
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
Jake
Elliott's
Elliott
all
to
set for the
kick
kickoff.
off for Philadelphia.
Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down throw for Allen. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles take over as they intercept it for the 3rd time in just a quarter. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, it's a get to Dillon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Ball finds his running back. It's A.J. Dillon. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come
Automatic
free,
first
but
down.
still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Hurts the throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Will Shipley.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th downs instead.
Trying to push this past the marker. And I think they got him just in time. Yep, they held him short of the marker to narrowly force his turnover on downs. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Hit made by Josh Uche. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Second down now. They need 7. Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills.
That's the end of one here. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Allen fires out wide complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, Allen to the air. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 6.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, or he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. This time, looking to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And they get this down to the 28. Pick up of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
That's
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. And Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going right back to Davis. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Man in motion here. They'll go. Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now begin the drive with Dillon. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
A gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Wow, it's free again! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10.
Sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. the
Braden
Eagles
Mann
are in
in
punt
punt
formation.
for the
And
Eagles.
he's been getting all of it every time out. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Number 5, Josh Palmer. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's
Allen's
incomplete.
pass, intended
He
for
can't
Dawson
hang on to the
Knox.
pass.
Incomplete.
But still plenty of options left
Brings
on
up
3rd and short.
down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that's one he had to hang on to. It would have been enough for the first, but instead, 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
That one really stings,
Sets
Kate,
up
because you
4th
want to
down.
convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime.
Mitch
That's a no-no.
Wisnowski
Mitch
in punt
Wisnowski
formation.
headed back down as they'll punt it away once more. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Just pulled in by Dillon. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A.J. Dillon.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks,
Brings up
but a little
2nd
play like
and
that
9
just flashes me back
at
to
the
the preseason, my
21-yard
first
line.
preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Motion man left is Brown. Hurts now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended
I love the
for
thought
Will
there, the
Shipley.
idea, get your guy
Incomplete.
in space. But
It's
you
now
can't
3rd
make
down
anything
and
happen
9 yards
until he
to go.
catches it cleanly first.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Devontae Smith.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Braden
Now
Mann
punted away,
in punt
Braden
formation
Mann out to
for the
send it
Eagles.
skyward. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. incomplete. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Now they send their back in motion right. Second down. Here's Allen again. He loses it again. And the Eagles get to it. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead off the turnover. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot. Quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys. Yep. But he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Johnson now on the return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Intended for Josh Palmer. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Back to the air, Allen. It's Knox, he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
5 men now in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer.
Defense.
So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's
Automatic
roughing the
first
passer
down.
on one of the cornerbacks. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Allen looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
No
Josh
luck finding his
Palmer.
receiver that time.
Incomplete.
And now they
The
need to
coverage
get
by
4 on
Jahan
3rd
Campbell.
down. Throwing here, Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Khalil Shakir. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. 4th down. Here's Allen. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Dillon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dillon. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Gregory Russo who cleaned up that play.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Here's Mann on to punt it away.
For the
and this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. In motion right is Cooks. They'll start with a give to Davis. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen setting up to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Well, motion him out of the backfield. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Oh, brother. It's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here.
Jake
No
Elliott
time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard
Following the play,
line.
though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. First call here coming from the shotgun.
I got him, on me.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Small pass,
It's a gain of 9.
big results.
Brings up
this dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. We've set it downs from the 37.
Wide, get wide.
Looks like they go an option keeper on 1st and 10. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! They won't get much on that return, Brock. Actually might have lost a little ground, but they do gain possession of the football. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Let's get it out wide, complete. And he's brought down at the line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts. We've got a screen to the running back. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
It's a gain of
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Devontae Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles.
On for the field goal.
This is a 55-yard look from the left hash.
Attempt.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. The Bills set to take over offensively. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for Keon Coleman. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
They're going to bring on Mitch Wishnowski to handle this punt. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He loses it again. This is scooped up by the Bills. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay. They've got a man in motion. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. It was there, but couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Now Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Gets it to him. Ball is out. Davis lost it. And the Eagles get to it. Deep in their own territory. They're going to take possession now after the fumble.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
Drawing starts with an option, right side. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now it's Dillon. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Wow, it's free again! And it looked like a Bill got it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Bills are headed out, and we're going to see Ray Davis. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Now Allen off the play action. Loses it again. And the Eagles get to it. And they can't go to return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Shipley. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
He was tackled at the
Kate, it's plays like
27-yard
that.
line.
It's just kind of the meat
It's a
and
pickup of
potatoes.
6.
Not going to make any highlight
Brings
reel.
up 2nd
It's just the
and 4.
positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Handoff headed left. It's Dillon. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Dash, go now!
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Allen taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connected. It's incomplete.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? Keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. And no look in, that throw falls to the ground. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Allen on 3rd down. Oh, no, they get it yet again. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Eagles get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
So 1st down from the 41. It's an option right that begins this drive. Wow, it's free again! But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. So in review here to Shipley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Bills going nickel, third down. Motioning the tight end left. Hurts with it on third and short. Hauled in by Cutter, left side. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game
yard.
situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same
Jake
thing.
Elliott on for the field goal.
Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he missed it. It's no good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture.
Pretty easy in hindsight to say you should have gone for it right there. I'm probably echoing a lot of voices. Should have gone for it. But not many of us expected him to miss that field goal. You get 3 points, there's a lot less people second-guessing the decision. But remember this one, because if they're in this spot again, I bet you they do go for it.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Allen now on 1st down. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that
Automatic
play is
first
going to
down.
draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Throwing here, Allen. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for Ty
Comes
Johnson.
up empty on that one.
Incomplete.
And things look tougher now
Brings
with
up a
3rd and
3rd
long.
down and 10 yards
You know, Kate, we
to
see
go.
this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You've got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th
Intended
down.
for Dalton Kincaid. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The Bills sending out Matt Prater now.
on for the
From the
field
left
goal.
hash, a 40-yard
A
look.
40-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief
The kick
chance,
is
but
no
not
good.
a good kick in the end. He misses it. And unfortunately, that miss follows the pattern of how well things have gone for them here.
Oh, you feel for kickers in situations like this. The loneliest guy in the building. Sometimes you forget those goalposts. They're only 18 feet 6 inches wide. And this time he might have rushed things a little, and it winds up no good.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, here's Shipley. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Hurts setting up to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
.12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack. Here's Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you kind of expect this to happen a couple of times this season, right? They catch the rookie here for roughing the passer.
Yeah, that comes with experience, Kate. Rookie is so excited to make plays in his first season. You just get that tunnel vision on making the sack, and he doesn't realize the ball was already gone.
Running it after the penalty. And he is into the end zone from Philadelphia, touchdown.
Philadelphia.
The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The XP is up and good. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 35, Bills 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Over 1st and 10.
The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Third down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Wisnowski on and readying for the punt. And he's been one of the players of this game.
The
Eagles about set to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. Loses it again. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. First down from the 42. Here's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at
That's
the
certainly a spot where you could be
line.
more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass, Bryan. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Allen. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They'll throw, third and long. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. But sometimes that plant foot, it just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater
now Prater on to send it away. On the return, Britton Covey. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And if they don't already have this game out of reach, a touchdown to start the half might just about do it. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Another one for Shipley. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Shipley, the ball carrier. Dorian Williams on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Straight ahead with Shipley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Motioning the tight end now. Hurts now on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The rookie out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
3rd and 4.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go. Allen. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. Wow, it's free again. And the offense gets it back. They're going to be set up at the 2.
Touchdown, Eagles.
As that play broke big, we both thought it might go for a touchdown, Brock, but not like that.
No, how about the wherewithal? Just the poise in that moment to make the recovery. A lot of times you do get that big play and a fumble, you just jump on it, not him. He recovered it with eyes for the end zone still, and the smarts to just keep pushing forward once he secured it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
No. Me.
On 1st down, Allen. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Smith on the coverage defensively.
To throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
They're out now, ready to punt it.
Punt
And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today.
The Eagles take over.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive.
20-yard line.
Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. A give to Dillon now on the option. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. So the long run a positive, but we see the negative here as one of his blockers in some distress following the play. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. That's another Eagles first down. It's a
This
gain of 17
offense is sending a
yards.
message. Winning the battle up
First
front on
down,
consecutive
Eagles.
snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That'll go for an 18-yard gain.
18 more yards.
And that'll be good for a
That's
Philadelphia
another
first down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Yeah, you want to get above
And
5
an
yards to
Eagle
carry?
First down.
Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Dillon a first down carry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running right with Shipley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Eagles 41, Bills 6.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Another one for Cook. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Hey, watch him right here. Go, go, go.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Allen looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Palmer coming in motion left. From the red zone now. The ball is out! And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Setting up to throw. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking in the air here. Looking for trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, now they got to be special.
So the Bills sending out Matt Prater now. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And no doubt still some disappointment internally, at least, after their last drive ended empty-handed following that missed field goal. New set of downs for him from the 31. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Motion man left is Brown. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Go right side, caught by Goddard. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer.
Defense.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The ref saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. All set to go now from the 35. Hurts on first down. Into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills take over at the 41-yard line. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the thought bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman. And that ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by him.
Score one for the big boys, baby. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's incomplete left side. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit.
Punt formation.
It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this series. Loses it again. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Allen. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they take their shot for the end zone block rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. It's a 36-yard look for him. Poorly hit, and that finds the crossbar. Surprising miss. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Well, that fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20.
That's good.
And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 20.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st down, or under Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Rookie T.J. Sanders there on the play. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. They've got first down here from the 36. They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. They'll cobble together a yard there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. That's Cole Bishop.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that move right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Bills set to take over offensively. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action now. Allen. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Here's Allen. He's going to keep it this time. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Bills,
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Jahan Campbell.
What is this? Like watching tape.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong.
Mitch
So out now comes the punter.
in punt formation.
And he'll try to hit this one well. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
A gain of 5 brings up
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Their punter making his way out now. Brady Mann will kick it away. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Has a little bit up to the 21. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
Cooper DeJean on the
Positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the backup, first throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
The Bills with a punt team out there.
Punt formation.
And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away.
The Eagles
about set to go on offense.
At their
last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Terry Johnson has it. And the Bills return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him.
At the 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air with Trubisky. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that makes it 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles have it.
Hey, I get it. Hey, 3rd down, you do all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throwing for Hurts. He puts some air under this one, right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. He connects on the extra point try. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead.
Bill 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up. So we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll try and run this. That play good for 17 on the first down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Trubisky. Short throws dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So it's second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Second and 10. Here's Trubisky. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for
tough one to retain through that hit.
Incomplete.
So they're left facing third and
Brings
long.
up third down and
They haven't
10.
found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Intended for Josh Palmer. Incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage. Mitch
Punt team on the
Wisnowski
field.
in punt formation.
They could really use a good one here. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Bigsby. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
No gain on
Made
the
it all
play.
look so
Brings
simple,
up
didn't he? That
second and
linebacker
10
sorting right
at
through
the
the traffic,
20-yard
finding
line.
the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bigsby. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Third down, 1 yard to go. Ertz gets it out wide, complete. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The Eagles are in punt formation.
For the Eagles.
And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend.
The Bills take over.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Motion.
Trubisky from the shotgun. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Pass intended for Dalton Kincaid. Incomplete. The coverage by Jahan Campbell.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. He keeps it and takes off. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
The tackle made by Brandon
As quarterback,
Brown.
Kate, you got to hope that those
A gain
crumbs
of
don't
9
just lead to the
brings up
cookie in the
3rd
passing
and
game.
1.
But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, Johnson. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Mitch
On now comes their
Wishnowsky
punter.
in punt formation.
Following the play, though, one of the
Eagles
Bills
take
still
over
pretty
1st
shaken
and
up
10
down there. Trainer's
at
going to
their
get out there
own
to see what's
20-yard
wrong.
line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Second down now, they need 7. Hurts to throw. That's incomplete on second down.
Hurts pass. Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It's third down. And 7 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throwing here, Hurts. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They'll bring out the punter here.
Punt formation for the Eagles. The Bills take over first and 10.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Here's Trubisky. Connects on the crosser. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there.
It's a
Big
gain of
14
yards.
On the play.
And the
And that's good for a Buffalo first.
down.
Part of the reason
First
I
and
leave
10
you
at the
pregame, Kate, and get down to
34-yard
that
line.
field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Kincaid. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Dalton Kincaid. Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll air it out on third. It's his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To Ray Davis.
Whether they meant to go to him or as an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Mitch
Punting unit out
Wisnowski
now.
in punt formation.
Well, hold on a sec. We've got Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Intended target was his running back.
Incomplete.
And it sets up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second down. Hurts throwing again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. He finds Dotson, left side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Completed left side to Smith. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts throwing again. He takes it himself.
Jalen Hurts scrambles from the pocket.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Six yards to go here. It's third down. And they'll throw. Third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
In punt formation for the Eagles. The Bills take over.
The Bills offense all set for their next drive.
20-yard line.
And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they've played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Pistol snap here to Trubisky. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Trubisky's pass.
Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Back to the air they go on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Trubisky. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
That is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
These 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Christian Benford on the stop. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for
Trying to find A.J. Brown. And what will they dial up on
It's
3rd and short?
3rd down and 2 yards to go.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
These 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
The field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Trubisky now. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Shakir in motion right. To the air with Trubisky. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long for him here. Lost control of another one. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them.
Mitch Wishnowski in punt formation.
Looks away from one. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Shipley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another one for Shipley. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Hurts pass. Complete to
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Braden Mann in punt formation for the Eagles.
Now he's got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Trubisky. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running back sent in motion. Third down. Here's Trubisky. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him.
Mitch Wishnowski in punt formation.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. So Reed give here to Shipley. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Shipley, the ball carrier.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Shipley. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Going to the ground again on first. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He's across midfield to the
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Handoff now to Shipley. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as
Illegal
well.
block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. A play fake now hurts to throw. It's free again! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. And after losing a hold of that one, he's still shaking up on the play. So we'll see team personnel out there to tend to him. They dodge the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. McKee out of the shotgun. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And it looked like a Bill got it. Not much return after the fumble, but they will take over inside the red zone.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Davis gets it from the gun. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Runs around him. He's got space. Up the sideline, past the 45. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory.
A gain of
It's a
41
huge
yards
pickup on the play.
And
that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Escapes the defender. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts setting up the throw. He loses it again. This is scooped up by the Bills. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Throwing, Trubisky. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First down, all right with Barkley. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Plowing up the middle. You call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Intended for
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Braden Mann in punt formation for the Eagles.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Bills set to take over offensively. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Yeah, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many. Got to find a way to protect the rock.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Well, 1st and 10. It's Trubisky. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Trubisky from the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. To the air on 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him.
Mitch Wishnowsky in punt formation.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own
Philadelphia